Doubt is temptation. And of course, the path is too narrow to be walked with company. And even if we're talking about the case of Jesus, he is the 12 disciples because you are your reflections, you are your company. And he experienced mortality and lust through them. They were his mortal reflections, and he was their divine reflection. See, this is what we got to realize. A lot of people will be reptilian, a lot of people will be mammalian, a lot of people will be human or humane. One person will be godlike. And a lot of people will look like that's facetious. He's saying it like he's the godlike one. And yeah, that's the truth. But when you reach that state, you realize the oneness of everything, being all one, being alone. If you are the self, embodying the self, then you are the one. Neo, all one, L1, however you want to look at it. It's just that real. Like, it's just the soul insists that it exists. The soul focus, because of course the soul itself is a reflection. So the reflection, it now feels that since it is this false glow ray, because that's what glory is, the glow ray, the internal glow ray, which is the darkness in a sea of blinding light, when that resonance of what people call dark matter or whatever, what have you, the ether, when that kicks off and creates a vibration or a light, a friction for light, that creates the body. That's what the body is. The body is the glow from the resonance. It is not the resonance itself. So this reflection now feels as though, since it supposedly exists, that it has will. So it focuses on earth, or the reflection itself will focus on becoming denser and denser to prove to itself that it exists, which is a process of destruction. Because if you're going from infinite awareness to experience a point of reference or multiple points of reference to not have a totally void existence, which wouldn't be existence, then you have to negate, or you have to break into pieces, like Jesus and the 12 disciples, or Osar and all the other pieces of Osar down to Geb, or however you want to look at the Paut Natero, the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah. You're starting at Kether and breaking it down into all these different pieces until you get to Malkuth, and Malkuth is a reflection of Kether. So it's the same thing in any tree you look at. It's the same thing however you want to look at it. It's not you. So the soul gets denser and denser and takes human form eventually. And then it's swearing that it exists because it's in this mirage known as a body, or just focusing on the mirage known as a body and what comes off of it, because of course it is a reflection. So all the other reflections of it, all the other beasts, that's the channel that it's on. The body is on the beastly channel. That's what it's going to give you. All the reflections, anything that comes off of the reflections of itself, when it bounces off of its various, because of course one body isn't going to exist. It would have to be a multitude of bodies in the third dimension. That's what hell is. It's a need. It's a parent. You need a parent to come through. Two parents to come through. And then some people, of course, they return back to one by merging with their other half and having, I guess what people call a child, but really it's just a re-merger of a split soul for a lot of people. But let me digress. So, you have a soul that just swears that it exists. And it's just a fight to exist. It has to negate its own awareness to feel the sensation of existing. And in this existence, in this third dimension, will only be lust and wants. That's the only thing that comes through on this channel. But you can embody heaven while in hell if you walk the path. That's why it's narrow. That's why there won't be any company on the path, because you are all the company you need. So ROYALT512 at yahoo.com for the PDFs. Jesus Christ 19 on IG. Taylor Bud is a Facebook parasite. R Bud Vegan on Amazon for the ebooks. So yeah, you are your company. Jesus is Judas, however you want to look at it.